it's like that's where you're getting the roll. It's like this. See how that works?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a whip.
Right.
And if your arm's bent, you're not getting that whip at the end of it. So you want to be able to boom like that. You want to feel.
How much do you want your paddle face down? Like, do you point it down? Like,
No, because then you're manipulating with your wrist, and the wrist is a product of the chain.
so show me.
You don't want to be like artificially doing this stuff.
Okay.
So basically, from the chain is legs, hips, torso, right? So legs start, and then there's this. That's the hip part, right? And then there's a torso rotation, and the torso and the shoulders then whip this through, just like this. And you should be able to hear it through the air. Do it without the paddle. You should be able to hear your hand through the air like that.
It's disc golf.
Yeah. It is similar to a
Well, it's
frisbee throw.
golf and frisbee golf. It's like, you're doing this hip
It's just that's more of a slice. The
Yeah.
frisbee throw is more of a slice, whereas if you're coming over it, it's
I don't slice, but
yeah.
Can you show us with your paddle and what the angle of the paddle looks like?
Yeah.
Tennis,
So
I
the-
play a one-hand backhand.
Okay.
It's more there, I think. It depends. Like if it's a low ball, you're going to automatically adjust, and then that's going to drop down. But you don't want to be manipulating the drop
This
with your
down
wrist.
and up. Okay.
You don't want to be.
keep a stiff wrist, but relax.
Karen, when
so
you play tennis, do you have a one-hand backhand or a two-hand?
one hand. I
Me
used
too.
to have a two-hander in college.
I'm all top spin with the one-hander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are we doing?
Yeah, I've done both in tennis.
And,
In pickleball, well, it depends on the paddle for pickleball. For me, which one feels better?
Uh-huh.
and Charles was saying, like, if it's a really low ball, tend to just like slice it because it's a
Are you doing
low
one?
Yeah,
percentage
it's
shot.
very
and
hard
slow.
to hit a one-hander. A two-hander, you can get away with it more because it's more like a lefty forehand.
Yeah.
So you can kind of, you can use that because a
I know he's kind
forehand.
of a young.
With a one-hander, that's hard because you're really just
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
whip here.
Okay.
Can be done.
Yeah.
Some majors.
It's just you got to
Yeah.
you got to be really hitting a true nice backhand first, and then start incorporating that lower ball. But yeah, I wouldn't do it. Just stick with the slice
Yeah.
for the low ones.
Sweet.
And, yeah. But you want the chain of events to be very fluid. Like you don't want any sort of, you don't want any kinks.
Especially those bigger dudes.
You know, like you don't want to be, doing this sort of thing. You don't want to be stiff. You want it to be a very fluid chain of events.
I've always thought that's how somebody's gonna.
So it's good to just squat, like just squat straight down,
Yeah.
squat, and then come straight up from the squat.
Yeah, that's great. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to practice.
I should lean
And do it
forward, though,
slowly,
right?
like do it slowly so you can figure out the segments.
When I was young, they
Should
were
I lean
serving
forward a
volleys.
little
That's
bit?
what they
Like
did.
Yeah.
I mean, they came
80
in,
20 or 60 40?
and then
Uh,
50
the
50?
brackets and
It depends, like
everything sped up, and then
it depends if you're
guys could sit late.
if the ball is kind of sitting there and you've got to just scoop it up kind of like a dink shot, then no, it's more of a squat. If you're trying to get like forward momentum, then you can go back to front. But I think in practicing it, it's nice to just do a squat because it keeps the leg segments very simple.
Okay.
So you're not, because when you're doing this, it's very hard to know what's going on with your hips.
The other thing, you probably want to go a little bit more like that. Oh, I forget about the grip change, hey?
For the top spinning, the one-hander.
Wow.
Because you would go to Eastern for pickleball too, right? For top
Yeah,
spinning.
if I'm gonna hit a one-handed top spin, I move my grip.
Yeah, before I
Like my
skip another
slice is
circle,
here, and
yeah.
top spin is just around a bit. You don't have to be too far around, but you'd be more like continental for slice and volleys and stuff mostly.
Okay.
And then the single hand is gonna be a bit more around.
I said
Semi-western.
I would volunteer to play.
For semi-western, not
singles
for
if
Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
it's called
I think
single
so.
west on the backhand, but yeah, you're probably more there for the top spin,
I
and
don't
then
mind running again.
so say there for the slice, and then more.
We
there
don't.
for top
I don't need to
Got it.
play like
Yeah.
a game. We can figure out
Yeah,
what
do it again.
to do as well for shots to work
Yeah.
on. I love doing
Alright.
it. I've been
Alright.
getting more and more into it.
All right.
Let this be a product of your hips and your arms. Do that again. Yeah, and then let this go, let it loose, and straighten.
Let's see.
Yep.
I wanna.
wrist cock the whole time?
What I'm
Or
doing
No, You don't want to necessarily cough.
Is this called pronation?
Yeah, but you don't want to be artificially doing that. That is a product of
The movement
of the
forward.
chain of events. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let it just happen rather than trying to think, oh, I'm gonna do this, gonna do this. Do that again.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Do it cross court.
Do it again.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay.
Go down.
And then after, we'll just play the point out. But we'll just keep you at this counter. And we don't have to keep score too. We can just keep going.
Yeah.
So it's a top spin return, and then it's just play the point out.
Well, I'm going to return it pretty much however. I'm going to try to look
That's
for
way more
top spin,
balanced,
but
right?
your serve is really
Yeah.
good. And I might slide some sometimes.
Okay, okay,
So I'm looking
alright.
for top
It's the
spin.
same principles on all the strokes, really. Same mechanics.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,